A wandering sage finds his own ancestors dangling, head downward in a pit. Held by a single thread of grass, a rat is slowly eating through. Adi Parva, Book 1, Chapter 41. In the previous chapter, Janamejaya was crowned king of the Kurus after his father's death and ruled wisely alongside his ministers. Now, the story turns to a different lineage, one in danger of vanishing entirely. At that time, the great sage Jaratkaru moved across the whole earth, a wandering ascetic who made his home wherever evening found him. He had taken upon himself a diksha, a sacred vow of austere discipline, far too rigorous for those who had not mastered their own minds. He bathed at the tirthas, the sacred pilgrimage sites, and kept to auspicious paths. He lived on air alone, eating nothing, and grew more gaunt with every passing day. One day his wandering brought him to a pit, and there he found his ancestors. They hung in the pit, head downward, clinging to a clump of virana grass, a deep-rooted sacred grass, and of all its roots, only a single strand remained. Worse still, a rat that lived in a burrow nearby was slowly gnawing even that one strand. The ancestors were starving, emaciated and wretched, hanging in distress and longing to be rescued. Jaratkaru himself was lean and sorrowful. He drew near to those pitiable ones and spoke gently to them. "Who are you?" he said, clinging to this clump of virana grass. "The roots have been eaten by a rat living in a burrow beneath, and the grass is weakened. Even the single root still holding you is being gnawed away by the rat's sharp teeth. So little is left that it will be severed before long. Then you will all fall, head downward, into the pit." He looked upon them with grief in his heart. "I see you hanging here, fallen into such a terrible calamity. What may I do for you that will bring you some good? Tell me quickly, shall I deliver you with a fourth part of my austerity? Or with a third? Or with half? Or let all of you cross over with the whole of my austerity? Let it be done as you wish." "You are generous, O Brahmachari, one steadfast in celibate austerity, to wish to rescue us. But, O foremost of Brahmins, this cannot be undone by austerity alone. We have already reaped the fruit of our austerities, dear one. It is because our lineage has been extinguished that we are falling into Naraka, the realm of suffering. Hanging here as we do, our understanding fails us, and we cannot recognize you, whose valor is known throughout the world. You are greatly fortunate, O twice-born one, to approach us in compassion and grieve for us in our pitiable state. Hear who we truly are. We are the sages known as the Yayavaras, firm in our vows. We have fallen from the heavenly world because our lineage has been extinguished. Our austerities and our merit are all but lost, for we have no thread of lineage remaining. There is one thread still alive, but even that one is not what it ought to be. He is ill-starred. He is known as Jaratkaru. He has mastered the Vedas and their Vedangas, the 6 auxiliary branches of sacred learning. He is disciplined in spirit, steadfast in his vow, and mighty in austerity. Yet out of his craving for ascetic practice, he has brought us to this terrible plight. He has no wife, no son, no kinsman of any kind. That is why we hang in this pit, our awareness lost, like the utterly helpless. You should go and speak to him. Tell him what you have seen here with your own eyes. Tell him your ancestors hang in the pit, wretched and head downward. Take a wife, O great one, beget children. You alone are the remaining thread of our lineage, O treasury of austerity. The ancestors continued their explanation, not yet knowing that they were speaking to Jaratkaru himself. This clump of virana grass that you see us clinging to, this was the very pillar of our family, the one who would have caused our lineage to flourish. The roots of this plant, each in turn consumed, are the threads of our lineage devoured by time. And this one half-gnawed root that remains, that is he, that one, who has turned entirely to austerity. As for the rat you see, that is time itself, mighty beyond measure. It is slowly consuming and tormenting that dull-witted Jaratkaru, who is absorbed in austerity, obsessed with ascetic practice, heedless and without wisdom. His austerity will not rescue us. See us, our roots severed, our minds struck down by time, destined for Naraka like the wicked. When we fall here along with all our forefathers, he too will be cut down by time and will go to Naraka. Austerity, or yagna, the Vedic offering rite, or whatever else is great and purifying, none of it together equals the merit of begetting progeny. Such is the conviction of the virtuous. Dear one, go find that ascetic Jaratkaru and tell him everything you have seen here, leaving nothing out. Urge him so that he takes a wife and begets sons. Speak to him on our behalf as one who has witnessed our helplessness. Jaratkaru discovers that his own ancestors, the Yayavaras, hang helpless in a pit while time gnaws away the last thread of their lineage. And the only thing that can save them is a son from the man standing before them. In the next chapter, Jaratkaru resolves to marry but sets conditions that seem nearly impossible to meet. His bride must share his name, be offered to him freely like alms, and ask nothing of him in return. The journey continues in the next chapter.